saw a video that Chad's Money Minutes posted about the hidden cost of free travel, and I wanted to make a video showing you guys how much I spent on flights that were paid for with points. We're going to start with my international trip because it was the most expensive one. This flight cost 34,000 miles round trip, but I only had to transfer 28,000 because I transferred during a promotion. I didn't have to pay any taxes to actually transfer the points from AMEX to the transfer partner. However, I did have to pay taxes on the actual award booking, which cost me $222.95. Some countries, the taxes are more expensive than the other countries, so it just depends. I do personally think I got an amazing deal because the cash amount for these tickets were over $2,000 and I only had to transfer 28,000 points. I think it was 8 cents per point redemption, if I'm not mistaken, which is really nice. So although I did not have to pay over $2,000 for the flight, you still are responsible for the taxes, and $222 is very far away from free. And on top of that, I am flying economy, which honestly, I think I have a problem with hoarding points, and I think I just need to work on that because I don't be wanting to use my points. I don't know why. I have enough points to have flown business class or whatever, but I didn't. I don't know. So I'm not sure how it works for business class, but in economy you have the option to upgrade your seats or even to pre-select your seat. It costs money. So I spent an extra $100 round trip to upgrade my seats. I believe the cheapest seat upgrade option is $32, and that's just to pre-select your seat in the standard seats that they have in economy, and that's just for one way. And I believe the highest is around $49. So the total, including the seat upgrades and the taxes, is $320.75, which again, compared to well over $2,000, is a great deal, but still not free. And before we get into the next example, I just want to highlight that yes, free flights are becoming increasingly popular. However, there's so many additional costs that go into traveling as a whole that while you are getting free flights, you still have to worry about hotels, Ubers, or renting a car, food multiple times a day, drinks, all that. Flights are really only a quarter of the battle, and depending on where you stay, depending on what kind of hotels you like, hotels can be more expensive than the actual flight, especially if you're doing a long trip. So just keep that in mind, that yes, free travel is great, free flights are great, but that does not replace the entire travel cost that is still can be really high, especially if you're traveling with a family. So for this next example, technically I didn't use my points and it wasn't free, but I'm going to include it because it's one of the rewards that come with my credit card. The Delta Gold Sky Miles card gives you $100 flight credit when you spend $10,000 in a single calendar year. Earlier this year, I booked a trip to Fort Lauderdale and I decided to use that $100 flight credit on a one-way first class ticket to Fort Lauderdale. Initially, it cost me $283.90, but then I decided to switch my flight to an earlier time in the day, and that cost me an extra $30. So in total, it was $313.90. And that's a perfect example of your trips being as affordable or as expensive as you make them. I could have taken a round trip flight to somewhere for probably around $100, $150 if I wanted to, but nope. Couldn't do it. Delta's first class for breakfast has these croissants with strawberry jam, and it's just so good, and they give you a glass cup, and I just need that once or twice a year. And my flight was at night, so I would have gotten a dinner menu, and on the dinner menu they had tiramisu, which I really wanted to try, but I had to switch my flight because it just made more sense for me to land earlier to have the full day versus landing at night. But I definitely need to take a nighttime first class trip so I can try the tiramisu because I'm just annoyed. And whatever they gave me for breakfast too, this is my second time flying first class Delta in the morning. Whatever they gave me the first time was good, but whatever they gave me this time, the second time, was so good. And I had a picture of it. I lost all my pictures from that whole entire trip, which is really annoying, but it was really, really good. And just, I love Delta's first class, okay? Alright, so these next trips are all domestic and all paid for with points. So the first one was in June. It was 2 round-trip flights for 49,000 points. I can't remember the numbers exactly because I was buying 4 flights for 4 people in one transaction, so that 49,000 points only covered 2 people in that one transaction, so the taxes and fees were all mixed in. But we can assume it was at least $11.20 for the award bookings. And then I also had to pay $29.40 to transfer my AMEX points to JetBlue for that award booking. So that single award booking point redemption cost me $40.60, which again isn't too expensive, but again it's not free. The next booking was a one-way ticket that cost me 12,000 points. It was $7.50 to transfer the points to JetBlue, and then $5.60 to actually book the ticket, and that was back in March. And then I just booked a trip that I'm so excited to make content about, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it in due time. This trip also cost me 12,000 points, and again $7.50 to transfer the points to JetBlue, and then $5.60 to complete the booking. And then a one-way ticket on Delta, which cost me 10,500 miles, and then $5.60 to complete the booking. I booked that trip using my SkyMiles account, which has its own pool of miles because it's linked to my Delta Gold SkyMiles card, so I didn't have to pay taxes to transfer those points to Delta. So that's all the trips I took this far, or I'm taking this far into the year. I don't really know what the rest of the year holds. I'm always booking last minute trips to somewhere. If I see something that I really want to do in another city, I'm like, I'm on the way. And so that's kind of how my life works right now. So the total is $707.05 if you want to count the award booking that I didn't use points for but use my flight credit for. And if you don't want to count that booking, the total is $393.15. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.